Good evening, everyone. What's up? I just ate a satisfying meal and topped it off with some easy dessert. This is Mr. Hot speaking. Today is not a rant, today is a review on a graduation ceremony. For a bit, we were behind the curtain and had to wait to be put in our lines to walk to our seats surrounded by all of the parents who are cheering for all of us. Before that, we hung out with our friends. We congratulated each other by making it by politely shaking hands, which is the right thing to do. Pictures were taken throughout that hour. It felt cool to be walking in an area surrounded by thousands of people we don't know at this point. Music was played by the school jazz band during that time. Once everyone was sat down, there were speeches. The national anthem was sung by 3 choir members. The next thing was the choir singing a song. The first one to speak was the principal. His speech was very meaningful. He was saying how proud of a principal he was of the high school and many positive things of the graduating class, like responsibility. An interpreter translated everything, which was actually pretty cool. The first student to make their speech was the salutatorian. The speech was kind of long, but all of them were wise words. It was back to the principal. He announced the class president and said a bit about him. The class president thanked the principal for pronouncing his last name correctly. A lot of laughing occurred during his speech. It was very well thought out. He mentioned also names which were honorable mentions from their achievements. He got kicked off as he was going through a list of people he wanted to thank, which is a pretty long list. The third was the valedictorian. She spoke of Oprah Winfrey and Steve Jobs and that they lived poorly in their young years but became very successful at the end. She used her hand to explain. That was extremely well written and it was topped off by a very well developed poem. Well done. I saw her shake the principal's hand and a jazz band played after all 3 or 4 speeches. All the speeches took 45 minutes. The jazz band played very well. The chosen teacher was a PE teacher, and he said one most likely won't see most of their peers again, which is true. They might only see 4 of them. Put down the toilet seat and flush is what he said. Success is not measured by how much money one makes or how many likes on a Facebook post, because it will not bring happiness. His speech lasted for over 10 minutes. The first thing we did as we all got up to get our diplomas alphabetically is that we shook Mrs. Larson's hand. Then we got up to the stage, shook the vice principal's hand, and then on the stage we shook the principal's hand as well as 2 others. It was very quick. Dang. That was so many names. It was so loud at the very end, just as the last person was graduating. We have officially graduated after that point, and that was an announcement. And then we took off our caps. We were finally dismissed to go home after being seated for 2 hours, 12 minutes, and 9 seconds. It was a crowded mess trying to get out of the building, and dark out, not to mention. Some still congratulated each other, which I did. Even near the exit of the building, it was so darn crowded. Not only is high school graduation a phase that one must go through, it's a proud feeling when you have succeeded through it. The diploma was read and came in a white envelope. That's all I have to say for this review. I'm really happy to have graduated. I've waited a long time and gone through so much senioritis. Don't drop out of high school, young ones. Stay and get your diploma. It is one thing that will be a proud achievement. Good night.